Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
The topic to understand what you ask tonight. We are Nerdities. I'm Mike.
Justin.
Kyle, that happened way too fast for me to be ready.
Sorry.
In. Go. There we go. What were we talking about?
Okay. I tell those same stories to James when we're at Nanny's house. And she laughs.
I know.
And
It is funny. I mean, that's why we tell the stories. They're
Right.
funny.
They are. Yes, we've never once said we were angels.
No. I know I wasn't an angel. If my socks didn't match, I'd have a fucking temper tantrum. I was a piece of shit.
Like, if when it was all three of us, it was combustible, right? But
Obviously. Three boys.
There was you and I were fine.
I can get along with anyone, so yeah.
You and I were fine. It was whenever John was involved and John didn't get his way is when shit went down. I love John.
That doesn't track. I don't believe that.
Bro, I love John. But it's true.
Of course. Dude, and he would deny it up and down, but
Yes.
when we would play games, and he would just be like, well, I'm Power Man, and I make up any power, and I have that given power at any given time that I want the power, and that's what I do. Or we're playing Power Rangers. I'm going to make up my own Power Ranger, and this Power Ranger is the best Power Ranger, it's the coolest Power Ranger of all time, and it's got the best powers of all time.
All totally true.
No. You know what? I will forever support him being Hotshot.
Yeah, Mike.
Because him being Hotshot is the only way I ever got to be Zach.
Mike, he created his own Power Ranger, the Orange Ranger, whose Megazord was a basketball, and his name was Hotshot.
I don't even remember that. I remember he made up his own Power Ranger. I don't remember the other details.
Yes, I will never forget.
No, I won't forget it.
Never
because I always wanted him to be Hotshot. Because if he wasn't Hotshot, that meant he got to be Jason, which meant that Vinny got to be Zach, which meant that I had to be Billy. I'm supposed to be a dance like that. So I always wanted to be Zach because Zach was my favorite. So I always wanted John to be Hotshot so that Vinny could be Jason. Because obviously Justin would be fucking Tommy every time.
Every time, bro.
I know. It's so fucked up if you're the oldest, like, you just get first dibs on whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until John came along. Dude, but come on, it was wild, because I was older than you, and you still got dibs over me. Oh.
Yeah. It's true.
Is it
I don't get that either. Maybe you know what, because I probably would have cried if I didn't get my way.
I think, you know what it was? Is just because I wrote...
No, I think you guys just were pretty much like, all right, well, one of you has to be Zach and one of you has to be Billy. And you were probably like, well, fucking look at us. Which one of us is going to be Billy? and I was like, you know what? I have 1-inch thick glasses. And I was going to say that fucking comb over. So yeah, probably should be me.
Yeah, I think a lot of it too is like we'd play things, but automatically I'd write John off because I knew he was just going to make up some outlandish bullshit.
Yeah. Oh my god, so stupid. Anything from action figures to whatever, it was like,
yeah,
everything I have is the best, and you literally aren't allowed to make anything better than what I said I have.
We created characters. Okay, we created characters, the Mystic Ninjas.
That's right.
Okay?
That's very original.
The what?
The Mystic Ninjas.
Yeah.
And they had to have the exact same ability set. Otherwise, John was going to become OP from the get-go.
Yeah.
And did he get pissy that he had to have the same power set?
No. See, if we were all powerful, then it was fine. He had to have some other quirk about him. So, he was, if we all had the same powers, that was fine, but John was a dual wielder then.
Yeah, something unique that would, make him feel like he had one up.
But, if you look at the way things were, because it was always the three of us. So, I was the older sibling, right? And then Vinny was the fun younger sibling.
I'm so Mikey, dude.
So then John is middle kid syndrome.
Colt.
Right.
Yeah, that's, you know what, that is fair.
I was going Turtles. I thought, like, Justin's Leonardo, you're Mikey, and he's Raph,
absolutely.
the hothead.
Absolutely.
John, listen, John is not as tough. John's Raph, but like Donatello. Like, not as tough as Raph. Like, he's as tough as Donatello with Raphael's attitude.
Donnell.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I need someone to remind me about this, because I need to tell him to his face that basketball is the worst fucking Zord ever. Like, I couldn't stand that show, and I would still say, no, all those other robots are better than a fucking basketball.
So
that's the kind of thing you get in a fucking McDonald's Happy Meal, where the basketball turns into a fucking robot.
Now, you are correct.
Yeah,
However,
you're not wrong.
Explain this to him when he... Say what you would do to this basketball.
So what would happen to the basketball is it would be the robot, and then he would turn into the ball, and we'd charge him up and launch him, so he was absolutely the thing that killed the giant monster.
Yeah.
Does he explode, though, and sacrifice himself?
No.
Couldn't even go the full mile. Couldn't even be like the hero that has to lay it down for everybody. No.
No, it was the energy that was put into him would like, you know, just...
unscathed.
Push him through.
Kind of like a bishop transfer of energy, and...
Yeah.
Because he had to get the finishing blow.
We never played X-Men, because I don't think anybody in like a 500-mile radius would have been safe from the absolute fucking argument it would have been. Now, that would have been the one time where I wouldn't have fought for any of the lead characters. I've always been a Gambit fan. Yeah, don't give me that fucking look, Joe. We'll talk about that, okay? I cried. So it would have gone a lot easier, but John would have found a way to be like, I'm Professor X with the Phoenix Force. Phoenix Force.
He would have just been Morph and turned into every character in the show.
No, Morph would have been too lame for him.
You respond with, well, you don't have to have the powers, though. You just look like me. Like, no, my Morph would have the powers.
Yeah.
No, he would be Apocalypse. Yeah. But cooler and not ugly looking, and a name that he made up.
Yeah.
Don't anybody tell him about Franklin Richards.
I remember the time where...
Pretty much.
I remember the time where he brought up Power Man. It was after I started like reading comics, so I knew about who Luke Cage was. And I was like, you know, Power Man's real power is only... He's like, he's not a real guy. And I was like, no, he's like a real dude. He's like indestructible. And he's got super strength. Yeah, but I'm not him, though. But you're saying you're
I'm my guy. He's already established amongst the group.
I'm my Power Man, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
So stupid.
Like, I remember one time Vinny and I were so sick of his shit playing superheroes that I was like, fine, I'm Superman. And I forgot who the fuck Vinny was, but he was like another super powerful person. And John's like, well, I'll just turn to Kryptonite because I'm Power Man. And Vinny and I were like, nah, we're done, dude.
Yeah, we'll kill you. How about that?
Oh, if only the Sentry existed back then.
Yeah.
It'd be a fly in the wall. Just because I don't even think... How often did we actually play? I think maybe we got like 10 minutes of play, 3 hours of argument.
It depends on what we were playing. If we were outside, usually the sprinkler was involved, so that was a lot easier.
Yeah.
Sprinkler play was always easier.
No, I said you couldn't do that. You're not allowed to do that.
Remember when he got all emo and would like walk by himself up the hill?
Yeah. That's pubescent. Prepubescent.
Anyways.
You don't understand me, guys.
That's not even how I wanted to start the show. I was just defending ourselves.
Yeah.
Shortly, Joe's sentence is up for his bet. And he will be able to return to discussing Star Trek and James Bond on the show.
I love Star Trek.
One of the...
That's so weird.
One of the Christmas episodes we have coming for you guys this year is the 100 Greatest Songs According to Nerdities, in which Joe is very much against it, and even Kyle is borderline, like, I don't like the rules, but I can understand them. And Mike sees where I'm coming from.
It's the only way you can do it.
Yeah.
Unless.
So,
Wait, what was the rule again?
it was only one song per band.
Right.
An unfortunate necessity if you're going to do the greatest songs.
Correct. Song.
So, but it is what it is.
It is. It is. It is, because there's songs by, like, one-hit wonder bands that are excellent songs.
Right. But
But
it's the 100 greatest songs,
Yeah,
not
but-
the 100 greatest bands and their greatest song.
But here's where we can come to an agreement here, maybe.
Joe, remember what I said? I know.
Yeah. So, option A is we stick to what I said originally. Right? Or option B, we do the 100 greatest artists of all time.
Alright.
Caveat.
Does that include painters, sculptors?
I'm sorry, musical artists.
Okay.
The caveat here being, if a band makes it on the list, any of those band members cannot be listed on the list as an individual or in another band that they were in. So let's say if Nirvana makes it on the list before the Foo Fighters isn't eligible to join the list
Okay.
because Grohl would
100 greatest anyway, right?
100 greatest.
Why would Nirvana be on there?
So that was a proper example, just not a real one.
Yes.
You guys just made the same joke in different ways.
Yeah.
Although it wasn't a joke coming from either of you.
No.
No.
Yeah, no.
We could do it like that.
Okay.
Nirvana sucks.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So we've got, and then we have option C.
Uh-huh.
Option C is we do the 100 greatest songs the way you and Kyle want to do it.
Which was what, again?
Which
We
is
did
just, doesn't,
every,
like,
you know.
there could be 20 fucking Beatles songs, for all I care.
I don't think that's what I said.
Well, how many vetoes do I get if that's the case?
Doesn't matter. No, that's not important at the moment.
The point being, you could nominate 20 Beatles songs, and each one could get voted on, and we'd be there for 5 hours.
Correct.
It could be done.
Now, in order to receive
Hang
option...
on. I think when we were discussing it, I compromised all the way down to 3 songs by an artist.
However you and
'Cause I
Joe...
think I
Listen,
originally said 5,
if this is...
and then I went down to 3.
If this is the option we go with, you and Joe can suss out the options here, okay? But in order to receive option C, as my gift to you and the audience, Joe has to go another year without talking Star Trek
No.
or James Bond
No.
on the show.
No. I already know what option I want to take. I knew exactly what the fuck this conversation was going to be like 3 hours ago.
So,
Is this a group vote?
This is a group vote.
No, it's not.
Yes,
no,
it is.
no,
It's a group
it
vote.
can't be a group vote.
No. Right? So stop.
Not for C. It's not a group vote for C.
No, it's a group vote. No.
Oh, is it?
It's a group vote for C, Mike. You see...
No, it's not.
No. Kyle, shush for a second.
I have power.
Just vote on everything.
No.
Kyle.
It's not a group vote.
Kyle.
Can my vote count as 2?
Kyle.
It's Joe's vote for C.
No.
It should be my vote.
Gentlemen.
No, because Joe made a bet,
Gentlemen.
and he has honored that bet.
Gentlemen.
Right.
If,
And now you're trying to say that we're voting on doubling the terms of his bet,
Hang
which is
on.
not how bets work.
hang on.
I already know which option I want to take.
Yesterday, I said to the group, Mr. Pravdo, I'll have a proposition for you on the show tomorrow that might let you talk about something he mentioned in the group chat yourself. He says, oh. Mike responds, prepare for another moral conundrum. Joe goes, there has been some big blank news that came out of this weekend and last. I said, I bet you'd love to talk about it yourself. Kyle goes, don't fall for it, Joe. Vinny responds, I love Star Trek. And I say, it involves all of you. And how much you respect Joe. So yes, there is a group vote for options A, B, and C.
No, there's not.
No,
And then
no,
it's
no.
like, Joe,
You can't
Joe,
tell me no.
Joe, hang on. Joe, if this was, it's not a group vote anyway.
It
but
is a
if
group vote.
If it were, Joe, or let's say it was just up to you, okay? What is the reason why you would not pick option C? I just want to see if we're on the same wavelength.
Oh, there's so much happening with that, and I really want to talk about all the things.
Right, but option
Okay,
C
well-
gives you the show that you really want.
It's not.
Kyle, stop it. This is a group
It's
vote.
not.
I have an option that I want, that I like, and that I'm all for.
Okay, but can I, Joe? So even though it's not going to be a group vote, Joe, I'm going to tell you why you're right to not pick option C. Are you ready for it?
Uh-huh.
Because if you agree to not talk about Star Trek or
007.
or James Bond for another year, which we hardly ever talk about James Bond anyway. But even if you agree to do that, the deal is as many songs can get on the list. We still all have to vote for them to get on.
Now,
Which means all three of these fuckers are going to tank all the Beatles songs
now,
anyway.
hold on.
How many vetoes have we
Not all of
got?
them,
To be fair,
to be fair.
there's only 3 vetoes. There's only 3 vetoes
Per song?
per person.
So,
Now remember, everybody gets to vote, but
Wait, so we're going back to the old rules
what?
of 3 vetoes total. Because last time we did this, we did the jelly bean thing for super vetoes, and
We're gonna have
that didn't turn out great for anyone.
there's gonna be a gimmick, but the gimmick consists of only 3 vetoes. You only have 3 options to use it.
Okay.
Okay, so can we let Joe say what option he likes? I'm pretty sure I know which one it is, but
Well, yeah.
option B.
you still want to go with option B.
I'll go with option B. The artist thing I like that concept of you can't cross members of a group.
So that means if the Beatles get on, the individuals cannot.
Right. I like that concept.
That also means if someone wanted to be a prick and get Wings on there first, the Beatles cannot make that list.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
there would have to be 3 pricks to make that happen.
Remember, a veto works to solidify something in place.
Can you
No.
go with a veto?
That's not what a
Mhm.
veto is.
You can counter a veto. These are ours.
Since we're in the mood to look up definitions of words today, does someone want to look up the definition of the word veto? Because I'm pretty sure it's not get whatever you want.
Joe,
for that thing.
Pravdo, you do it, and it's automatically option C.
Okay, no. Now you're dictating. Now Mussolini has kicked in.
So now, let's bring it to a group vote. We have option A, we have option B, and we have option C.
There's always an option C.
All those in favor of option A, please raise your hand.
Now, option A is the original idea, right?
Option A is the
How many votes do I get?
song
3?
per band. You get 1 vote.
2.
One.
I'll vote for A.
Okay.
I get.
That's
alright,
2 for
I have
option
I
A.
have a valid reason for why I'm picking what I'm picking.
2 for option A. Option B.
B.
B is the clear winner.
So, for the record, the reason why I'm picking option B is because I have absolutely no faith that anyone else in this group is going to prepare enough individual songs to guarantee that they get 20 good ones on the list.
Oh yeah, bands are better. Bands are way
Yes.
easier.
We can have a lot of fun with bands.
It's not
Have you ever heard of the Wiggles?
musical artists.
Well, yes. Musical artists.
Yeah.
Yes. That is the better term.
Musical
Wait,
artists or groups of artists.
Does that mean I can?
I mean,
No, you still got 2 weeks.
yeah, you got 2 weeks, bitch.
Oh, okay.
2 weeks for what?
The
The
bet's
countdown
up,
continues.
bet's up in May.
Oh, right.
Okay, so we covered company business. I hope nobody has anything personal to talk about because I feel like we should just get into the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do some castorizing. I know Justin doesn't give us sloppy shit about this, but Cillian Murphy, Jodie Comer, Ralph Fiennes. Yes, his name is Ralph Fiennes. And Charlie Hunnam will be in the third 28 whatever later. I think they're 28 years later at this point. Definitely not months.
28, who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's got to be years.
Yeah. Okay. Varada Sethu, you don't know her name, but you might recognize her if you watched Andor, will be joining Doctor Who as a second companion. So yeah, this dude's running around with two extremely hot chicks. They don't always do that. It's going to be a fucking party on that. It's going to be a party. My last casting just dropped within a couple of hours ago. It was confirmed at the end of Sonic 2 that Shadow will be the antagonist of Sonic 3. It was confirmed a few hours ago that Keanu Reeves will be voicing Shadow.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm gonna, totally run over you or something.
I run really fast and I go around the loop and I collect the gold rings and I get the emeralds.
I'm a hedgehog! My name is Shadow! I run fast! That's what I do!
I just got 100 rings. Looks like I got an extra guy.
He's got a gun. Shadow shoots shit.
So you got Wick?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm back. Yeah.
Dude, if they kill that golden retriever and he gets revenge for it,
Yeah.
full circle, like a ring. Alright, anybody have any casting?
Yeah. Glenn Powell has been cast in the upcoming Edgar Wright's remake of The Running Man.
That's right, I put that in news like an idiot. Because I didn't even know Edgar Wright was making a version of The Running Man.
Neither did I until that happened.
Yeah, this is fucking cool. I've been saying for how many years they need to remake that? If any 80s action movie demands a remake, it's The Running Man. Because that film was nothing like the short story. I'm guessing I'm the only person here who actually read it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very different story all around. But it's perfect for right now. Because the main character in the short story is a family man who's just trying to make money for his starving fucking family. So yeah, perfect for 2024-25. And Edgar Wright's doing it? That's kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Who do you guys see being the show host?
Well, if they're hewing it close to the book, there wasn't really a host.
Oh.
It was closer to America's Most Wanted without that dude. I can't remember his name now. John Walsh?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of like that. They didn't have as much of a personality to the host. It was more focusing on the main character. Even the hunters didn't have much personality. It was kind of more people searching, like random folks searching for him too. So it was a bit more gritty and down to earth. They're obviously going to tweak the fuck out of it. Probably going to find a middle ground between the movie and the book. But I'm really interested in this one. All off.
Did they ever get a Logan's Run off the ground, or is that still just up in the air bullshit? Because that was like early 2010s. They were looking into that.
Yeah, it's still floating around.
It's annoying.
Continuing on, Eric Nam will be voicing Aang in the upcoming Aang the Last Airbender animated movie, a series of movies set to bridge the gap between Avatar the Last Airbender and the and Korra.
Do we know him from anything?
Yes, he's been in some shit, and you've heard him before. I don't have his bona fides in front of me because, more importantly, the rest of the voice cast from the cartoon's coming back, and they cast their villain.
This one's interesting.
Dave Bautista will be voicing the villain in this movie.
Yeah, I've read this.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
I'm going to
Sweet.
take this opportunity to discuss Dave Bautista further. But go ahead. What were you going to say? Nobody? Oh, I thought someone said wait.
No, I said sweet.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Lionsgate shared a first look at Dave Bautista's The Killers game at Cinemacon. The Film features Batista as an assassin who thinks he's going to die of cancer, so he orders a hit on himself. He then finds out he's not actually dying and must fight off all of Europe's hitmen.
Sounds like a Arnold Schwarzenegger plot, and I love it.
Yeah.
More casting. Keke Palmer is set to star in the new Russo brothers movie Gods Unknown. She will be playing a CIA operative.
They really love that trope, don't they?
Yeah. Very
The
Gray Man.
The Gray Man was pretty fun, but I'd like to see them mix it up a little more now.
Yeah. I mean, they're just going to come back and do Secret Wars anyway.
If there's any luck.
Yeah. Haley Steinfeld has joined Michael B. Jordan in Ryan Coogler's vampire movie. Yeah.
They didn't say anything else about it. It's just...
Very few details about the film have been released, and there's no indication as to what Steinfeld's role in the film is just yet. As for what's reported thus far, Jordan is the lead role in the film, which could be a dual role of twin brothers. And that's all we have.
Oh, if Michael B. Jordan is directed in a Vampire in Brooklyn remake by Ryan Coogler,
Whoa.
oh, come on.
Whoa.
I'd watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Like, not a comedy, an actual horror film.
Uh-huh.
And the last bit of casting news I have is they cast their lead in the Chris Farley biopic, being directed by Josh Gad.
Yeah.
Paul Walter Hauser from the Cobra Kai's.
Stingray. He also played Richard Jewell in that movie that they made.
Yeah.
It's an interesting choice. He can definitely do high energy. He's one of those big guys that can move quick. Interesting choice.
Yeah.
Then trailers. Now you put up one, but I don't think there were many others. Okay, it was just the one. Speak No Evil. I really love James McAvoy. I didn't at first, but he wasn't that great. I felt in Narnia the first time I saw it. I appreciated it a bit more later, but then I really started to fall in love with him over the years. Of course, his greatest moment ever is in Muppets Most Wanted, but anytime, because he is so fucking charming, anytime he plays a villain, it is so off-putting, because he plays one of those, draws you in real close because you like him so much, and then turns into a fucking maniac. And this seems like the epitome of that role.
Yeah, he's a psycho. I love it.
I don't know if I love that they gave away the whole cut off his son's tongue thing. I think that would have been a good in-movie reveal, but obviously they have more fucked up shit to show us in there.
Yeah, if that's what you're getting on the first trailer, yeah, there's going to be some real fucked up shit.
Yeah. So then on to reviews. Okay, at least 2 of us have seen Fallout Episode 1.
Yes.
Joseph and myself. I'm not a big Fallout player. I've only dabbled a little bit. But I've seen enough reviews and enough behind-the-scenes stuff and, breakdowns.
Did you play Fallout 4?
No. I think it was one of the PlayStation Plus games that they gave away 1 month, so I have it, and I might have started it up, but it never really drew me in, because it's more RPG than it is first-person shooter, and I was very Call of Duty at the time, so when you have something that's a bit slower, it wasn't in my wheelhouse. From what I've heard, though, they're a story-based game, deep RPG, and that's where this show gets it right. It transitions well into a story-focused experience, because it's all about... It's very little time in the beginning, in the past, in the retro-futuristic 60s.
Yeah, in the past.
The past.
Rotation, yeah.
And they touch on a lot of stuff that's very known from the game quickly in there. But then when you get into the vaults, it's the vault.
Yeah.
You can only focus on one. Who knows if there's going to be more throughout? They focus on a specific vault.
Yes.
And when shit starts to go down, there's a thing, a tradition, a triannual tradition they do that happens at the beginning of the episode. And then throughout the tradition, you start to recognize as one of the characters is something's wrong here. Something is off with what's going on. And when it happens, I never watched Game of Thrones, but something tells me this is very akin to a certain wedding.
But the games, when you play, the games are graphic. Like, the games are bloody as anything. Fallout 4 was a lot of fun.
Which one was 4, Joe?
4 was the one where you have to find your son, and he's like the weird leader of the town, because you think he's been kidnapped out of his little pod after your wife dies.
Yeah, but it turns out he's been out of the pod for his entire life, and he's moved on.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm kind of stoked when we get to see some surface monsters.
Yeah, because the majority of this focuses on the young woman that has been in all the commercials, and
Lucy. Yeah.
Lucy. The fact that they hired Kyle MacLachlan to be her father is kind of disturbing, because it looks like he could actually be her dad. They're so similar.
I have thoughts about him, but I cannot say them because they will be spoilers.
Oh yeah, they set up a lot of potential douchebaggery from a lot of people in the end of that, halfway through that episode. Because it's like an hour 15. And it's not like, well, this is dragging, but you're like, I got to 45 minutes into the thing, I'm like, oh, it's got to be ending soon. Push the button. Halfway there, living on a prayer. So much left. And then they go to the surface, and they're dealing with another group.
The Brotherhood.
Yeah. With their giant mech guys and their whole survival through brutality concept. A little time with the ghoul at the end. Very little.
Yes, very little. I have theories also with him and Vault Boy. Some similarities.
Oh yeah, he's kind of the prototype for Vault Boy in a lot of ways. I'm looking forward to them interlacing his history throughout, because they only kind of teased it at the beginning. It had me quickly. It had me very quickly, because there's a lot of tension in that first scene. You know it's about to happen. It's the point of the whole fucking show. Yeah. You're waiting for bombs to drop, and when they do, shit starts going, and it's a good use of that franchise, I find.
And Todd Howard had a lot of involvement in this series.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll probably get into that more, even though they dropped the whole thing, which is very on Amazon of them.
Dude, when I heard that, I was so pissed. I was like, why are they... Like, I love that a lot of the streamers are back into the weekly thing.
Gives you time, builds up builds up social rapport, but, people talk about it, waiting for the next episode, much like the thing we're about to talk about, X-Men 97, Episode 5.
All right, hold on. Pause. What? Pause this. I gotta ready myself.
Yeah. Good, important question. Have we all seen it?
Yeah.
Not all of us. The three of us have seen it.
Okay.
I don't care. You can tell me whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Kyle, are you concerned about spoilers? You're going to get around to this eventually or soon?
This is big spoilers.
No, that's fine.
Big.
Yeah, I want to forget anyways.
Okay. Go ahead.
The most emotional episode in a series that has been building emotion over 5 weeks. Last week, I brought up that I hope down the road they introduce Cassandra Nova, and in the way that they introduced her in the comics, which they can't do now because that was the back half of this episode, and holy shit, wasn't quite as disastrous for mutant kind as it was in the comics by sheer numbers.
Pretty fucking... We don't know. But it was pretty fucking bad.
They decimated Genosha.
Murder.
They leveled Genosha in the comic.
They leveled Genosha in this.
Well, no, they fucked it up hard. They didn't just take out all the buildings, but they fucked it up hard.
The lead up to this with
beautiful.
Freaking Cable.
Yeah, that moment with Cable.
You only get Cable for 5 seconds. If we're talking about we're talking about lead up to this episode, the fucking emotional tug of war they pull with you. So leading up to this, it's insinuated that Rogue and Magneto had a thing.
They had a thing.
Yes, they had a thing.
Yes.
And the thing might be starting again.
Yeah. And the thing might be starting again, and Remy's like, oh shit.
He's trying to be classy. He's trying to not be too much of a punk bitch.
Right.
But he loves her. He cares for her.
Absolutely.
He doesn't want her in someone else's arms.
Now, something that annoys me about the cartoon and Rogue in general. So, we know that Magneto can touch Rogue because of the electromagnetic field, right?
Yes.
I don't know how many people are aware of it, but Gambit can do a similar thing.
Oh, really?
He could charge his skin. I don't remember how they get around to it.
So he uses his energy abilities to create almost like a slight force field around him. So he can touch her. They don't do it in the show, clearly, but it's nitpicky.
It's a potential ability for him to use.
Right. But and then we get to Rogue finally lets it out of the bag to Gambit. In one of the classiest, like, you broke my heart, you bitch, but we'll still be friends moments ever.
The poetic back and forth,
Yes.
them speaking in soliloquy basically the whole
Yeah.
time.
But on top of all this, there's the interview with Scott.
That was intense. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck more do you people want from me?
Right?
I've been spending my entire life protecting you, and I have some shit going on, you can't give me 5 minutes to deal with it?
Yeah, she's all like, but you do have a kid. I fucking did the background search on you. I talked to the doctor.
Yeah, she couldn't see in his eye, well, she couldn't see in his visor that he was going through some shit and
Right.
back off. No, gotta be a journalist right now?
Yo, let's talk about Scott's psychic cheating, too.
Ooh.
Very much in line with what happened with Emma. So they're borrowing a bit. But, like, you see where he's coming from. He's not fucking her. He's talking to her. How you doing? Are you holding up? We've been through some shit. Jean, and you gotta understand, too, Jean's gone through some shit.
Right.
But, like, she jumped the gun on that.
Well, she also kissed Logan.
Yeah. So she's had her little,
Mm-hmm.
you know, little moments of indiscretion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all this takes a backseat to me.
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
to Genosha, seeing Pixie, seeing Glob Herman.
Glob.
One of the first modern mutants, one of the first post-original series mutants to show up in this thing. Nightcrawler. Just having Nightcrawler around.
Dude, Nightcrawler was great.
That was great.
I was always annoyed that they didn't just go with the Uncanny team for the series. They went with the blue team, the Jim Lee run. Which, like, at the time, I loved that crew. But it's like, how do you not have Colossus as part of the core? How do you not have Nightcrawler? But if you're going to use them this way, this well in certain episodes, yeah. They asked Magneto to be king of Genosha, which is, like, kind of fucking weird that they would go the royalty route.
Did they have a council like that? They were pulling from the Krakoa ship.
Yeah, they were definitely hinting at Krakoa.
What's his face is there too?
Oh, Shaw.
Yeah. Well, yeah, on their inner circle, Shaw and Emma. But in the fucking
Exodus.
Yes, Exodus.
He was on the original series. I remember a couple episodes.
Was
he? Yeah. Him, Fabian Cortez, they all showed up. But, like, seeing him as he is portrayed now as less of a villain and more of just an acolyte.
Yeah.
Devoted follower of mutantdom. Yeah, this is cool. I like, I've said it many times, I like redemption arcs, when they're just subtle like that, when you can just be right with the character and move them along.
Yeah, more Dazzler.
We're Dazzler.
Was that Boom Boom next to her too during that?
Might have been. I'd have to rewatch it. I think we all realized when they did their little mini Hellfire Gala, something was going to go wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Didn't expect it to be specifically that, but as it was coming, because they pulled the Tri-Sentinel with the massive Sentinel that destroyed Genosha in the comics. They kind of merged them.
Yeah.
But did you expect it on that scale?
Once I saw it show up there, I pretty much knew it was going to be that same basic design from the comics. And then they did a pull-out shot, like the kaiju shot.
Yeah.
And it's the same cockroach design. I'm like, holy shit, they're doing it. How much destruction is there going to be? And
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Not exactly
Yeah.
the same level, but it was more on an emotional scale. because
Well,
Remy nutted up.
we know it's a lot because there's a shot later where Scott comes into the fucking room where most of the X-Men are watching the news, and he's like, "How many?" And no one fucking answers him.
Yeah.
The part where Magneto and the Morlocks, and he just said, like, he looks at him, just close your eyes, it's just like, it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh.
Magneto the Savior is tested, because Leaf is like, no, Magneto will save us. I trust in Magneto. And Magneto doubts himself.
He's like, I don't know if I can fucking do this.
Yeah. It's just...
And fucking Gambit, bro.
Oh, my God.
Stepping up to the plate.
How my man is not no Mega level mutant with that fucking ability?
Well, Omega level is like earth shattering. He's alpha level at this point, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yep. But
energy projection like he's got, and that agility and fighting ability, he's alpha.
Yo, my man, fucking shit up on a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Then he charges the fucking motorcycle to take out Rogue to be like, "You're not gonna die on my watch."
Mm-hmm.
No, but
and then they fucking cut me. They cut me deep, Mike.
Yeah.
They fucking kill Gambit.
Which makes me think next season is Krakoa.
I would love to get some gold balls up in this shit.
I think Xavier's going to come back at the end of this season, pull everyone together, start Krakoa, and maybe even that's the end of this season, and the big reveal for the final shot is Gambit Reborn.
Yeah, because my boy, he's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's
dead.
dead.
That Gambit is dead.
He's dead.
Yeah. They, drove a giant steel pike through his body, and then he fucking pushed all his kinetic energy into the giant sentinel and blew that motherfucker up.
Mm-hmm.
But he's dead. Like, he's dead. And she's holding him, and she's like, "I can't feel him." And I was like, "Me neither."
Oh my God, that line.
The first time she touches his skin, he's dead.
Fuck.
Poetic.
Why?
Heartbreaking.
Did you guys see the
we got
mid-season hint
what?
for what's coming to X-Men 97?
Captain America?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the little teaser trailer they put out, the last scene is Cap's shield being thrown in front of someone.
Yeah.
But I think that's a flashback for Logan. I don't think that's...
Okay.
Maybe. They've already done that once, and they're talking more about crossovers, about building up the animated universe, so it would make more sense.
I'm fine with it. But whew,
Oh my God.
it was
Perfect.
it was tense.
Mm-hmm. That's emotionally draining on its own. Now, let's talk about a different type of emotionally draining for the last review.
It's not the last review, though. I have I have 3 other things.
Okay, you want to get those out of the way, and then we'll get Kyle back?
Yeah, because this way we can get Kyle back in the convo. We're almost done with season 2 of The Bear. Great show. Everybody should watch it. There's an hour-long episode, their Christmas episode, called Feast of the Seven Fishes. 3 reasons I want all of you to watch this so we can discuss it. I don't care if you watch the rest of the fucking show, but seek this episode out. 1, the star power in this fucking episode is incredible.
Guest stars?
Yes, but they're all important. They're all family. They're all playing family. I'll put that much.
What is it? The Bear Christmas?
It's called The Bear, and the episode's called The Feast of the Seven Fishes. It's in season 2.
Bear and the Fishes.
Sure. And the other reason is Mike and Kyle, specifically. Vinny too, because the Thompson side of the family is nuts as well. If it's not the most spot-on recreation of a holiday that any of us has ever been exposed to, I would be fucking shocked.
Yes.
Yuletide uncomfortability.
Dude, like, we were halfway through the episode, and I look over at Ashley and I'm like, this is exactly what life was like growing up for me.
I've been there.
Like it felt like someone just took video of Christmas in our families and then just edited the names for sake
I
of...
felt that way one time when I was watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
No, you didn't. I'm telling you. It's fucking incredible. It brought back so many weird holiday memories. It was great.
I'll peep it.
The other thing is, we were all really high on Invincible Season 1, but I don't think anybody's talked about Invincible Season 2 on the show.
I haven't gotten into it yet. I watched that Adam Eve special, and I haven't started season 2 yet.
It's fucking great.
I hear.
It's really, really good. So check it out when you guys get a chance, but like, it's worth getting back into Invincible 4. I forgot like how much I loved the voice cast and just the material in general. It's very solid. Last review I have before we get back into group review is last week for our dinner and a movie date night. It was a musical, so we picked one that neither one of us had seen before, at least the movie adaptation, The Prom.
Okay.
Has anybody seen this one?
Yeah. Prom?
Yes.
No, but it's based on a Broadway play, isn't it?
It is.
Grom, the former pitcher for the New York Mets.
No, The Prom, Vinny. The Prom.
Never even heard.
Problem.
Shut up, Vinny.
Prom Child? Oh, that was a classic.
Problem.
Shut up, Vinny. Another star-studded cast. It was really good. It's good. It was enjoyable. It was not the kind of musical that Mike hates. It was musical. It was where it's slotted into important story beats, but a lot of dialogue. Good cast. Keegan-Michael Key.
How old is this?
It only came out 21, 22 maybe?
2020.
Yeah, 21. There you go. 4 years ago.
James Corden,
Yeah.
Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman, Kerry Washington. Wow.
Yes.
Fuck.
And
Oh.
Kerry Washington plays a bad guy.
Bad gay?
Yeah.
Tracy Ullman.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Andrew Reynolds is in there. He was in the Book of Mormon when it launched.
Yeah, front-loaded by a lot of big names, and I'm guessing these are a bunch of Broadway folks supporting them.
Yeah, a younger crowd because again it has to do with prom and high school. It's good.
They didn't cast people in their mid-30s.
Good time. Good time.
90210 no.
Yeah. But I can recommend the prom.
I have a quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a quick follow-up review to actually change my review from last week. So, I reviewed Shin Godzilla last week, but Crunchyroll somehow omitted the final shot of the movie, and I gave the movie a negative review because it was too political for me. But the final shot actually won me. So after Godzilla is defeated, there's a shot, and it pans up his tail, and his tail is mutating into these humanoid creatures that have Godzilla tails, and they're coming out of his tail.
I know what they are.
That original idea, if it's set up and act like a Shin Godzilla 2, I'm all for it. I will totally watch the shit out of it.
The Gremlins?
Yeah.
No, these are like giant humanoid, weird mutant things coming out of his tail.
They look like Titans from Attack on Titan.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that, yeah. That won me. That changed my review from meh to I'm all for it.
But no Godzuki.
No Godzuki. Unfortunately, no one's done Godzuki yet.
What are we even talking about it for? Come on.
I hate to do this, knowing that we probably have a bunch of other stuff to review, but my phone is still not picking up a charge, and I'm down to 12%. Is there any way we can have the Bluey review jump the line?
We're doing it right now.
Okay. Line jumped.
There you go.
Yes, and you shall. Justin and I didn't even know it was coming, because Zach really hasn't been watching it much lately, right?
He throws it on here and there, but not nearly as much. There's been a lot of Blue's Clues.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask if you guys had watched the episode Ghost Basket.
Yes.
So the episode before the one we're going to talk about.
The setup.
I had not previously seen it. Jill and Emery had. So before we watched the episode we're going to review, they put that episode on just so that I could be caught up and understand what actually was happening.
Yes.
It's actually kind of important to review them both together, because Ghost Basket is an episode where Bandit is trying to sell the house to Chili, and the girls are acting... The old lady characters they play. If there's ever a recurring character besides Unicorse, it's those two characters I love the most. Yeah. They don't want to sell the house, so they're using a basket to pay ghosts to dissuade Chili. Which doesn't work out, but then it does work out in the most adorable, Bluey way. And it's a really great episode, but it ends with them panning out on a for sale sign on the house. Which leads to the double whammy of a wedding / home selling episode that is The Sign.
Right.
An extended episode.
It's basically like 4 episodes in one.
Yeah. It's 28 minutes long. And,
before this, the most emotional episode for me was, I think it's Sleepy Time, the one where Bingo keeps dreaming about weird stuff.
Yeah.
That one always, like, anytime it would be on at your house, I have to, like, walk out of the room because I start crying.
Dude, I would have expected Dragon to hit you a little harder.
Which one's that one?
That's the one about drawing. And, like, what happens when a person is encouraged to pursue, like, a hobby versus dissuaded from pursuing a hobby.
Now, that was very nice.
And drawing is, like, specifically what they use for that.
That was very nice, and I connect with it, because, that's an example I would use. That's a way I would interact with people who want to draw. But the notion of dreams being a part of you moving on in life is something really in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And moving away from your parents, that always messes with me, that episode.
Yeah.
Right.
Along the same lines is what happens in this. Not being able to cope. Well, Bluey not being able to cope with moving away, and Bingo being oblivious to the concept until the end.
Dude, that might have been the roughest part for me. When Bingo realized what it actually meant.
A lot happens in this. So they're setting up for the wedding of Rad and Frisky.
Now, Frisky was Chili's childhood friend?
Yeah, like best friend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Rad's Bandit's brother, so it's like...
Bandit's older brother.
Older brother. Yeah. Which I totally thought for the longest time Rad was the youngest brother.
Yeah.
I thought that too until the episode where they do like the flashback cabin vacation.
Yeah.
It was the 80s. It was a different world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't realize Stripe was the baby.
Right.
The notion of poor communication between Rad and Frisky almost ruining the wedding while the girls are trying to get rid of the sign, and they think they're going to get rid of it, but then they can't. Then they go on this adventure. Bluey graduating to the front seat. So many milestones.
I mean, if you think... So, we're watching the episode, and we're watching the episode together, right?
Yeah.
But Jill being Jill is seeing things that I'm not seeing, right? Like, we see the different thing. So Jill, in a fraction of a second, goes, Bluey doesn't have a 5-point harness anymore. 10 seconds later, Bluey's in the front seat?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Queensland law. Anybody over 4.
So fast.
Let's talk about Socks standing upright and talking now.
Socks talking hit me. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then you got Chili's sister is pregnant.
Oh, yeah. What's her name?
They barely even show it. Like, it's a
Brandy.
moment where she touches her stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's huge. Oh, how about Muffin not being a psychopath anymore?
Well, borderline psychopath.
Yeah.
Because she was all about being a flower girl.
Yeah.
In the classic Muffin way. That's all she wanted to do. She wasn't, like, biting or anything. Well, no, that was
Socks.
That was Socks. But she wasn't being completely demanding. She's still laser focused on doing a thing. But being more manageable.
Yeah.
Their dad showing up
He went to India to find himself. Wait, there you are. Oh, come on.
That was incredible. That was a great moment.
Yeah.
The dogs who can't see.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Their use of running gags throughout the series and then in episode is
Hold on.
beautiful writing.
The moment at Bluey's school,
Oh, where she says she's moving away?
but they all
Yeah.
run down these equally terrible things. Witten's like, my dad's selling his house because my mom and dad don't live together anymore. And then the terrier's being like, yeah, but our mom likes your dad.
When she says she's moving away and all of you just start howling
Yeah.
together, that's a hit in the heart.
I'm sure you guys know that. I think it was that ancient Chinese story, right? About the farmer?
Yeah.
I'd never heard it before, but it's excellent.
Justin, it was Chinese, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, as she starts telling the story, I already know the story, right? And Joe's like, and I was like, holy shit. And she's like, what? And I was like, well, this is the whole episode.
Yes.
This story is the whole episode. But,
Yeah.
yeah, what a great one.
We'll see. What a great message.
Yeah. The fact
Yeah.
that fucking Bandit's bully is the real estate agent.
That was it. When he was a kid, that was his bully?
Yes.
Wow.
I didn't realize that.
Yep.
Wow.
As we were watching it, though, one of the comments I had is they got the annoying real estate agent energy down
Oh, yeah.
perfectly. The too familiar, like, we're just doing a business practice here. We're just, you know,
But there's a reason for that now.
yeah.
Fucking seeing Greenie for like a split second in the air. It looks like there was a point where Stripe and who's his wife?
Trixie?
Trixie. Were having like a blowout fight during the wedding.
Man, it could be. People fight at weddings.
Yeah.
So do dogs.
Yeah. The fact that Stripe comes climbing out of the fucking bushes the next morning.
Where am I? And what's her name's mom is the one that's there, like hitting him.
Yeah.
One of the things going into this episode, I asked Jill, like obviously knowing that the show's taking a break, but gonna come back.
Yeah.
And thinking what I thought was going to be the end result of this episode, I asked Jill, like, is there going to be something that you're going to be, like, kind of sad about moving forward? Because I assumed that them moving away the family members were still going to be incorporated in the show, at least occasionally. And legitimately, I said, I think the character I'm going to miss the most is Lucky's dad.
Yeah.
Because he's the literal next door neighbor and always, like, first one to jump in and play pretend with the kids, aside from their own parents.
Dude,
Takes it all in stride.
Yep.
the fucking the magic wand episode where he's just out getting the fucking laundry.
Yeah, and he gets attacked by the lions.
Yes.
How about Keepy Uppy?
Yeah.
Where he's like running full speed and blows his hamstring.
Ah, it pulled me hemi.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah,
But
I'm
the
glad.
conclusion.
Yeah, I'm glad it ended the way it ended, and the deal.
I think it would have made sense for them to actually move, for the kids to have to face something like that. But it's its own kind of catharsis for them to be like, no, we feel good here.
Yeah. I was very, very happy with the outcome. Because like Kyle, I was like, man, I'm going to miss all these other characters if they like, I know they'll bring new ones in, but like, it's not the same. I don't.
See, I thought, like, having not known the Brandy thing or anything, I thought that him getting a new job was going to be like what they tell the kids about the move. But then the end of the episode was finding out that Chili was pregnant.
So did I.
And they needed a bigger house, and so they had to move.
Yeah, but the house is magical. It's got like 80 rooms.
And
Well, yeah, but I thought that was going to be the reason why that they actually did have to move.
Yeah.
The end. And that was going to be like the silver lining of them having to move.
that would have been a weird thing, because they've already done it where they have an extra room, just the girls didn't want to move away from each other. So I think when it comes back, the kids will be aged up a little bit, and the thing they're going to have to deal with for the next season is Chili's pregnant again. Because neither one, like, Bluey obviously didn't have to deal with Bingo being born. It was like she was 1 year old when Bingo was born, or a year and a half. She had no clue that she was about to have a sister. This is a huge thing for a kid to know another sibling is coming. So that's half a season, right?
Or Frisky is pregnant, and since they're staying there.
Well, you're already getting Brandy too.
Yeah.
That's right, folks. A bunch of grown men just talked about a kid's show for 20 minutes. You know why? Because it's that damn good.
It is
You know why?
It's incredible.
Because over time, when I first, season 1, I said, this is one of the best kid shows I've ever watched.
Absolutely.
And then it became, this is one of the best cartoons I've ever watched. And now it's like, I think pretty well into the category of, this is one of the best shows I've ever watched.
Yeah.
I don't have children. I don't need to watch this show any other time than when I'm at Justin's house. I have put episodes on my own.
I'm the one who turned on the episode the other day.
Yeah.
And Zach was asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Bluey. Good work.
But since I was, not to change topics, but before I lose all my battery, because I'm down to 3% right now, it sounds like, based on the little bit that I caught of your X-Men review, I probably should not continue watching it with Emery, right?
No.
Dude.
Yeah, we watched the first episode together.
You should not, no. Because when they get to that messed up episode, the one where it gets it's like a Doctor Strange comic, essentially, it's a Cronenberg episode.
Yeah,
it's The Fly meets
That
X-Men.
one's really fucked up. But if you
very,
wanna,
very fucked up.
if you don't want to have the talk with your 4-year-old, right? She's 4.
Yes, 4.
Talk about genocide to your 4-year-old. Don't continue watching the fucking show with her.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
She was hyped for it. So it's kind of sad.
I mean, it's great, and I wish James was into the X-Men, so I could watch it with him. But he will.
What a shame.
He's never watched any of the movies or anything, so
Yeah.
he'll get there. I think Mike and I have to start funneling him some X-Men books.
Yeah. Well, once he gets through Ultimates, We gotta curate something for him to read.
Yeah.
Maybe the Claremont Jim Lee run.
Yeah.
That was great stuff. That was a good starting point.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the collected edition I get him for Christmas or his birthday.
Very good.
Are you talking about the Claremont Jim Lee run that establishes one of the greatest Marvel characters of all time? Is that the Claremont run you're talking about?
I was talking later, after that run. I believe you're talking about the Gambit run, the Gambit introduction.
Oh no, I was talking about the Colossus run. But
no, Jim Lee was not involved in that. That was actually Cochran and Ween who created him.
oh, I thought it was no, but I thought Claremont was the writer of that story.
No, I'm pretty sure no. He came on later with John Byrne.
Oh.
Yeah.
They made me cry, Kyle.
Yeah.
The latest episode.
tears.
The latest episode of X-Men made me cry.
Well, I think I got the hint of why that happened, but
Many reasons why it happened.
Very many.
thanks, Joe.
Many.
All right. Well, I'll hang on as long as I can, but I'm down to 2% now, and my phone is plugged in. So,
You're probably not going to make it to food news, are you?
Oh.
unfortunately, I don't think so.
Oh,
Drag.
don't worry.
Also dying.
Don't worry. I will drop every bit of food news I have in the group chat.
You know what? Don't bog everyone else down with it, Justin. Just text me those directly.
You barely answer your next messages.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into news then.
Let's do it.
In deference to Joe, I have been asked to bring up the fact that Star Trek Lower Decks will be ending after Season 5. Against all odds, an animated Star Trek show that's pretty much Rick and Morty lasted 5 seasons. Rick and Morty set on a Federation ship lasted 5 seasons. So good for them. Very proud for you. Was anyone really clamoring for a new Heroes series?
No.
Nobody. Nada. But Tim Kring's going to try and sell it to somebody. That's right. Third go might be the charm. Heroes Reborn again some more.
That fucking reboot sucked.
I'll have to take someone's word for it because I was not interested. When you don't get half of the original group back, sorry.
Kyle and I were big fans of the first series.
I fucking loved that show.
And that reboot was dog shit. I'm hoping he salvages something with this.
That'd be nice. Half of them, I'm pretty sure, are done with what they've been doing, so you might actually get Hayden Planetarium back. You might get...
I'm sorry, that's not how you pronounce that name.
Oh...
Hayden Planetarium.
I'm sorry. Can't do it. So yeah, that's... Well, he's pitching the idea, so we'll see if anybody swings. Anybody remember that whole thing Saudi Arabia was doing called The Line? It's supposed to be 105 miles long, going through the desert.
Yeah.
It's its own self-contained city that's like futuristic. It's basically Jetsons in the desert.
Or prison, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, it's probably Elysium on the ground. Well, that got pared down a little bit. It's going to be 1.5 miles long now.
Little difference.
Little bit. It's happening, they say, but not quite the same scale because, engineering.
Well, they'll probably build out eventually, but to get an establishment.
Yeah. I mean, it's just to build the Burj Khalifa, they had to do so much screwing around under the sand that to do something not nearly as tall but as structurally challenging, that long, 105 fucking miles, yeah, that's going to be more than they thought. So maybe they'll over time build off of it. But and we say goodbye to Kyle.
Bye, Kyle.
But it kind of reminds me of Judge Dredd City. what's it, Mega City or what it's called?
Yeah. Like one of their giant block house tenements.
Yeah. Like I just think of like when that guy, the old Kiefer Sutherland's dad, right? Is that what it is?
Donald Sutherland?
No, it's not him. I don't know, whoever it is, the old guy. When he they open the big doors and he leaves, just walking into the desert.
Max von Sydow.
Yeah, he's an underrated actor. Should have brought him on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think of in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, probably not too different as far as the rules go too.
Yeah.
Hey.
Marvel has given a list of Fantastic Four books you should read, but it's way too far in advance since the movie's not coming out for what, a year and a half, 2 years?
Yeah.
We're reading it off anyway, and they're pretty fucking obvious. The original, issue 1, by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Yeah, if you want to know about the origins of Fantastic Four, I'm pretty sure you go to the issue that they premiered in. Issue 48 through 50. They said 5 issues, and this doesn't make sense to me based on the next one. 48 through 50 is the first appearance of Silver Surfer through the first appearance of Galactus. The original Galactus story, yeah, obviously very important for what they have setting up in the movie. Now, the 5th issue, they say, is Fantastic Four Life Story. But that was a 6-issue miniseries.
Yeah,
so this is more of a collection of collections.
Yeah.
Yeah. That took the concept of Fantastic Four and the Galactus incursion and stretched it out over the life of these characters. Like, as they go through the decade from the 60s through the 2000s, they age as people would. The world around them changes. And the point of the entire overarching story is Reed Richards trying to prepare for Galactus coming. He knows he's coming, and how it ruins his family.
Question.
Answer?
Over under 2.5 hours for this movie.
Over.
Just under, I'd say.
Yeah, like 220.
Yeah, I'd say if not 2.5.
Yeah.
I'd say 235.
Wouldn't be crazy. They got a lot to fit in here.
Yeah.
Especially if it's going to tell their story and how they get involved in the MCU proper.
Yeah.
I don't think we need an origin at this point, thankfully. You can just drop them in the middle of this nonsense.
Yeah.
You can give them the whole fucking family at this point.
Seriously.
Let's save some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, CinemaCon happened this week.
Sure did.
Yeah, it
A
did.
metric fuck ton of announcements. I snapped a shot of what Paramount did, what they announced. I'm guessing Justin has a breakdown of what Disney did.
I didn't actually save the... I mean, I have a couple notable
Highlights?
mentions from the two things that I pulled from the Disney thing. But, I mean, they played a trailer for Moana and did a song with live performances. They showed the crowd the first half hour of Inside Out 2.
Wow.
Half hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
You saw 9 minutes of Deadpool and Wolverine. I got to watch that. Half of that footage is not in the movie.
Oh, you think they just peppered it with stuff?
I know for a fact half of that 9 minutes is not in the movie.
And announced it, or just by intuition you're saying it doesn't make sense for it to be in there?
It won't be in the movie.
Okay.
Which part? The Fox suck it, we're going to Disneyland?
The first 4.5 minutes of the 9 minutes is not in that fucking movie. They're not holding back.
No reason to.
No.
The good for Feige talking Disney execs into letting them do this, because this is going to print them fucking money.
This will be the rebound they need.
However, this is going to set up a very dangerous precedent for the MCU moving forward.
Okay.
I don't think they'll abuse it. I think they know...
No. I'm not saying they're going to abuse it. I'm saying that the dweebs on the net, that things are going to get offensive when it comes to them score bombing future Marvel movies that aren't going to be like this. Because none of them will.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan Reynolds has full creative control.
That has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
It's for lack of anything, it's the fucking language. Like, it might be more verbally offensive than the other two fucking movies.
Wow.
Saying quite a bit.
That is.
Huge question here.
Yeah.
They throw so much money at these projects, and obviously there's an adult market for this. You can argue that
there's only an adult market for this one.
Exactly. But like they try to cater to kids a little bit, some of the movies and some of like the dialogue.
0% chance of that.
Yeah, this is a full on going to be rated R.
I'm not saying necessarily Deadpool, but I'm saying, so going forward, setting the precedent, why don't they just make like an R-rated version and then like a PG-13 version?
Because
they did for the last one.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't.
For other
The
movies,
bookends weren't bad.
he's saying about the other
it's
Marvel
like
movies.
Fantastic Fours and shit like that.
It doesn't
Because it doesn't
Yeah.
play. So that's the difference between the DC comics and the Marvel comics, right? Marvel tackles heady subjects, but in a colorful way.
Yeah, family friendly most of the time.
Right. And DC is just, it's always been darker.
Yeah.
But they have, DC's problem is they're very wishy-washy. They don't know which lane to fucking stay in. And Marvel's kind of always been Marvel.
When Marvel swerves between lanes, I find they do it a bit more eloquently. When DC
But they
does
do.
it, they do it like a drunk teenager.
When Marvel does it, they designate a very specific, like, well, here's the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
These contain stories that are clearly much darker than anything you see in the mainline Marvel stuff. You know, when Hank Pym tries to kill his wife with a can of fucking Raid in the Ultimates, that's not something you're going to see Hank Pym do in the main Marvel books.
And it's not going to translate into the movies. They know what works in the movies and what works for each character. You can do... If Deadpool wasn't R-rated, at least didn't have that option, it wouldn't make sense. I don't think something like the Fantastic Four would even need an R-rated option. These aren't characters who act that way. They don't do situations like that.
But like,
What about
like
Hulk?
Thunderbolts? Thunderbolts
Maybe.
good.
Yeah, Thunderbolts I could see, yes.
A hard PG-13. Hulk, I believe there could be a market for a Hulk horror movie. We've already seen a Hulk run where it's very horror.
Fucking
And if you're going to do
Immortal Hulk.
horror with that character, yeah. Do an Immortal Hulk or add him into something, another character, and make it a bit more horror. Do Midnight Suns and have him in there and make it an R. Yeah. There's some that translate well to it.
Look at Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
That's if it was in the theaters, that would be R-rated.
Sure.
Essentially, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not with vulgarity, but
No, violence.
with violence. That was right on that edge. If you edit it a little bit, you can make it, but then you lose the essence of it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be... Don't expect this version of Deadpool after this movie in the main Marvel stuff when he gets thrown into it. This is your... Here's your present, kids. Enjoy this. Because he's going to get... The zaniness is going to get toned down a bit.
He's going to get sanitized a bit.
I wouldn't even say sanitized. I just think you're going to get a more serious version moving forward.
Until he gets his own sequel again. I think they will allow his movies to be R-rated, but anytime he...
It has nothing to do with the R rating.
Mm.
I'm saying, like... You're
Freeform.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna
Story structure and his attitude.
You're gonna get Deadpool in everybody else's books, not the Deadpool you get in the Deadpool ongoing series.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, still funny, still witty, quippy like Spider-Man, messed up because he's Deadpool, still dropping random cuss words, but like the almost Saturday morning cartoon-esque.
Not psychotic.
Right.
Yeah. That was pretty much everything from Disney, right?
Thunderbolts, we know the asterisk.
Yeah.
which
They're
is,
doing a lot of cool stuff now.
I think that's gonna. I've heard rumor that the reason it's there is because it's gonna change names by the end of that movie.
The team itself will take on a new name.
Yes.
Okay. Or another group will come in and snag that name.
Sure.
All right? Just guessing now.
I can say that I'm privy to certain things because I've seen some stuff.
Okay.
But you can't talk about it.
Yeah. So
If I
I'm.
were to say it, I'd have a laser beam on my forehead right now.
Don't joke.
He looks around.
Don't joke, bitch. I just think they're gonna end up with a different code name.
Okay.
Which is good, because I don't see that group as Thunderbolts.
I will.
I'll
Right.
take a movie, but they're something else.
Yay, definitely our thing.
Yeah. So, I set up the fact that Paramount dropped a lot at Cinemacon,
Mhm.
and I have a quick rundown of their stuff. Yes, a new Star Trek movie is on the way. Don't know much about it. That Running Man we brought up earlier. G.I. Joe Transformers crossover, absolutely confirmed. There was footage of Gladiator 2, which I really hope is just the Commodus' nephew and following his story. If it has anything to do with Maximus, I'll be so fucking let down. Sonic 3 footage, pretty cool. Transformer 1 footage, pretty awesome. The Avatar animated trilogy with the Batista news, yes. New SpongeBob, new Smile 2. Smile was a fucked up movie. Interested in a sequel.
Yeah.
But the biggest of the big things that Paramount dropped, the thing they flopped out that has me a bit gaga right now, they're making an R-rated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin movie.
See, this is the one where if they made this into an anime, yes, I would watch the shit out of it. But it's going to be live action.
I mean, I'll take it any way I can get it. We're going to take it in game form. So why not in live action form?
I want the real suits from the originals with slight CGI.
You know, I'm not going to argue with you. I'd like practical with a little bit of CGI tweak.
We were talking about this at work today, because
Why are
Like-
you against it being live action?
I would see this more, honestly, anime, just played, just visually being more stunning. Because the last live-action Turtles movie didn't really wow me visually the way they looked.
I don't think they're terrible.
Like,
Those two are okay. They get shit on because they were Michael Bay produced, and they did a lot of weird things with them. But they were okay.
But it's,
The big
it's
thing-
heavy CG.
Heavy.
see, the big thing with the first two movies is you had Jim Henson's company behind it, and they were cutting-edge suits.
Well, the first movie was really good. The suits were really good for the first movie.
Yes. The second one,
Not so much.
but it still was better than the third.
I hear they made a third one.
But, like, take that concept of those suits and modernize it, yeah. But,
I don't even need it as anime. If you just made this the same way you made TMNT,
okay,
because
I can do that.
that was a damn near perfect fucking Ninja Turtles movie.
I still
can do
love
that.
a lot of that. I still love so much. I watched it again like last year. There's some things that aren't as good as they could be,
Sure.
but the dynamic between the turtles is glorious.
And just the
Okay.
the animation in general, it was very pretty.
Where would they fall into a Marvel or DC spectrum at all? Like, that's kind of what I want to see go live action. Like, where else could they take this? Like,
That's a
could
good-
we see Ronan Michelangelo meet Dominic Toretto? Is that a possibility?
No.
I swear to fuck, I hope not. This thing needs to be its own little contained universe where they're not tempted to try
It
and
couldn't-
franchise it out too much.
It couldn't work out timeline wise.
Yeah.
Well, think about it like this. He's a Ronin Ninja Turtle. He lost his family. Who would be there to help him?
Yeah, but like the last Ronin takes place many years from now.
Mm-hmm. After they all...
Well, we're on Fast and the Furious 20, baby.
Yeah, but like it still takes place now.
Post-apocalyptic bumpers.
Yeah.
But then I got the keys to the family right here.
Yeah.
It's Escape from New York meets Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Okay, it's cool.
The basic story.
Oh, so then Patrick Swayze's son is obviously Cobra, son of Snake.
Kurt Russell.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Why
Or maybe
Russell?
add him into the Running Man. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm blue skying. You guys read it.
I'm in the writer's room. I'm just throwing shit at the wall. I got the dartboard. There's a bunch of ideas on the wall. I'm just... Where's it going?
You mentioned the crossover, right? Did I miss that?
The G.I. Joe
Yeah.
Transformers. Yeah, I went by that one quickly. Like they announced it kind of in the past. Like everyone knew it was happening. They had that little tease at the end of Bumblebee.
The other one.
Rise of the Beast Wars.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was happening, but they made the official confirmation there.
Yeah.
And you know what? Cool. I really enjoyed Rise of the Beast for all the silliness that it was.
But it was a better silliness than all the Michael Bay Transformers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you guys laugh, and I always pitch it for, I think, every movie franchise. But Fast and the Furious will fucking go into
dude, I've said it too. I've said it multiple times on the show. We're going to get a Fast and the Furious Transformers crossover. It has to happen.
Or Jurassic Park. Or Godzilla.
All of them are
We
going to
can't
happen.
get Godzilla. That's Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
And I say every time, you're on thin ice, but I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Only because it's cars.
How cool would it be that Dominic Toretto in like that GT, whatever it's called, and he's just driving down on the side part of Godzilla's tail, right off his head.
The only way I'll accept it is if Toretto has to drive Jazz, and it's the Jazz from the first movie. That's so racist.
Oh, so racist.
Oh.
And then he's got to jump out of that and into the twins that are the ice cream truck that are twice as racist. And you know what? No, 4 times as racist, because each one of the twins was twice as racist as Jazz was.
It's not. So it's not him driving up Godzilla's tail. It's him driving up a Supreme Indominus Rex that's being ridden by Cobra Commander.
Dino Rider style.
Yeah, Dino Rider style. There's an even bigger crossover.
Yeah. For a show, only like 1% of the people from our generation
I
remember.
fucking love Dino Riders, though.
Best toy. Tycho made the best toys.
I had a lot of them. I was like, why'd you guys get me these? I mean, it's cool, but did I ever say I like this?
Who doesn't
No, I
want-
understand why you picked it. It's dinosaurs with like weapons on them, but like, I'm not into this. No, it's cool, but like, I never asked.
There's just like Exo Squad, because Exo Squad toys were the fucking shit.
Is that the ones where they had the strings and you'd like they'd zip down and shit?
They could, yeah, but they were like the exoskeleton frames, and you had like the little G.I. Joe-esque action figure locked in frame, and then you could fucking... Those were sweet.
Remember the ones with the holograms in their chests?
Yes, I just showed James those the other day.
Oh, they were stupid, but so cool. I was a sucker for a hologram.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
you get your trading cards and you get that special hologram card. You're like, yeah, you're so stoked.
I gave James one of those X-Men covers with a hologram on it.
Dude, he
for
covets
Christmas.
that thing.
Yeah, like, yo, check this out. Yo, take it out in the sunlight. It'll fucking blow your mind.
Yeah.
Sure, it's bright in here. Yeah, it's bright in here. No. It's not a helium and fucking hydrogen ball in the sky bright.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's glorious. Take it out of sleep for a second.
That's
Beautiful,
like,
right?
that is
Put the
like,
fuck back in!
That is like one of his prized possessions, dude. He's like, 90s, the comics back then were so cool. And I was like, you have no idea, man. So I saved during the week all the shit from the 90s nostalgia pages that I found on Facebook. And then on Sunday nights, we sit here while Ashley tries to put Zach to bed. And I'll just, like, I'll show him shit. He's like, why was everything so much cooler? I was like, because there was less restrictions. Food tasted better because more preservatives, clearly. But, like, even our McDonald's Happy Meals toys were way cooler. What do you get now? Like a non-posable little Barbie or something? We had transforming McDonald's foods.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what?
The nuggets boxes and the fries that had arms and shit.
Yeah.
You knew, like, remember, like, like whatever the big movie was.
Oh, you were getting fucking
You
tired.
knew that Happy Meal toy was going to be the coolest fucking thing.
Or the Tiny Toon Adventures racers that, like, you flipped and it was another character on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
They had DuckTales ones where they were all in, like, little ships that each had, like, Launchpad McQuack had his fucking plane, and I think Huey, Dewey, and Louie were on a jet ski. And they were the ones like you pull them back. And
Yeah, they would.
Fucking 80s and 90s, baby. Even when it wasn't a cool toy. When American Tail came out, they had those little golden books.
Yeah.
Oh, nostalgia.
Or the Muppet Babies plushes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I hadn't thought about those in a decade.
Yeah.
That will never be streaming.
Right in the vein. Nostalgia. Right there.
Mm-hmm. Fucking drip it into my mouth.
I have a nostalgia thing, but I can't talk about it yet because it's
2 weeks.
no, not that. It's one of my nerds.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on to it then. I'm out of news.
Are you?
Go
I
on
have
to news.
two before you get into food news.
I have more than food news, but go ahead.
Disney has been extremely cryptic with some Beatles posts. They have recently announced that the original Let It Be movie will see the light of day on Disney Plus for the first time in over 40 years.
That's pretty cool news.
How mad are you going to be when I put Wings on that fucking list before the Beatles
Dude,
go
I
in?
love Wings. I love Wings.
Over the Beatles? Over the Beatles?
They're different. They're different, but I do love Wings.
I'm going
to fuck all you and put Traveling Wilburys up there.
I am
There's
going
nothing wrong with that one either. They're a freaking super group.
Dude, my goal now is to just irritate you and Kyle so much that night.
I'm all for both of those. My second one is science.
They invented science?
Wow, it's
Well-
about fucking time. Now Vinny can't deny it.
So, fool's gold might actually be worth something.
Yeah. Seen this.
They have found pyrite in fool's gold, and pyrite can help. Has traces of lithium in it, so we can make batteries from fool's gold.
I always found it kind of mind-blowing that fool's gold doesn't have any conductive capability. Like, that's one of the most important things about gold. Sure, it's all shiny, people wear it, but it's one of the best conductors out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, fool's gold couldn't be used for that at all?
Yeah.
But no, this is good to know.
The more you know.
On to you.
They are rebooting Scary Movie.
Yeah, I heard about this. Totally blew past it.
Yeah.
The original cast.
Hoping it didn't come up.
Yeah.
Wait, the Wayans are coming back?
I read the original cast is returning. What that meant, I don't know.
Yeah.
So 3 and 4 were not the Wayans brothers.
Fast and the Furious and Sonic Hedgehog producer Neil H. Moritz will resurrect the Scary Movie franchise, which is set to start production this fall and arrive in theaters next year. And rumor has it that, yes, the original cast will be involved somehow.
Oh. I guess Anna Faris finished that Mom show and she had some time on her hands.
Yeah. Let's see. Donald Glover is developing an anime with comedian Zach Fox. Because Donald Glover is a huge anime fan, and anime is super, super popular right now.
And he won't allow himself to sleep ever.
Nope.
He's always got to be working on something.
I know how he feels. Let's see. Speaking of anime, did you know that anime is currently more popular than the NFL with Gen Z?
Not surprising.
Yeah.
NFL is impossible to watch. It's so rigged now. Like, it's so blatantly rigged with the internet. They can just show you every single issue with every single game.
Another anime article I have here is, when it comes to animation in America, things are never simple. For decades, the medium has trended to kids thanks to hits like Paw Patrol and the Powerpuff Girls. However, in the past 20 years, a shift has been happening with consumers. Animation is being demanded by older audiences, and anime has filled their appetite. The industry has become a huge player in the entertainment landscape globally, and in a recent chat, an executive of Kung Fu Panda 4 admits Hollywood isn't sure how to handle the shift. The confession comes from Stephanie Stein, as the Kung Fu Panda 4 co-director did a Q&A on Discord with fans. When asked about the shift in America's taste for animation, Stein said they love seeing more serious stories animated, but executives in Hollywood are still at a loss. Quote, I freaking love it, especially since so many audiences these days have grown up on more mature stories everywhere. I think in most bookstores, for example, the manga anime section takes up a majority of the floor space, but here's the catch. A lot of people in charge of the finances of making a movie think that audiences don't like these kinds of stories, she shared. Quote, I'm not sure why. Every time I've talked to an executive, they told me that yes, they totally see the influence and impact anime has had on the world, but no, we will not do that. It's the highest of miracles to me that Spider-Verse was made in America.
So they don't want to do direct anime, but they will use influences from it to make Americanized animation.
So it's the same scenario that comic book movies had in, like, the early 90s. Where, like, yes, comics are clearly the American novel, and we see how popular they are, but, like, no.
We're not going to take them seriously or do them in a serious manner. If we're going to make a movie about them, it's campy, kitschy,
right,
poppy, over-the-top horse shit.
Right.
Because we don't trust the audience to take it seriously.
Can I say something here?
Go.
Did you see the concept art for Batman Beyond that they wanted to make?
Yeah, looks tight.
It did look tight. I don't want another fucking cartoon. I want live action.
I want both.
Yeah, I take.
We're in a world where we can have both.
To be honest,
we are in a world.
If they were gonna do it like the fucking Spider-Verse movies, I'm all about it.
Oh yeah, in a
Sure.
heartbeat.
But if they do it cartoon first, the live action push back another 5 years minimum. Even though it's not even really being talked about, it's more being like whispered about, if anything.
Gunn will handle it. I have a feeling that his Infinity War is going to be something along the lines of like the Future Wars storyline they did a few years ago in DC, where they crossed like main timeline continuity with like the Justice League Beyond and an older Terry McGinnis, and involved Starro. Like I think we could see something like that.
I hope so.
Speaking of more animes, Vinny, do you remember G Gundam?
I don't think I ever watched it, but I know it.
I thought, because it was the Gundam series that was like a Gundam pilot and the robot represented each of the like nations, and they fought like Gundam battles.
Maybe I don't. I think remember the Matthew Lawrence one where he was like a Gundam kind of guy.
No,
you remember that one?
I don't think so.
Hold on a second. You keep going.
Anyway, it's the 30th anniversary of G Gundam, and they're going to 30th anniversary of G Gundam and 45th anniversary of the Gundam series in general. But they're going to be doing a new G Gundam series potentially, or even like a short. And I'm here for it because I love that shit. Vinny, you keep looking on that. They are rebooting, or reviving, I should say. Blumhouse is reviving the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, you remember this shit. Superhuman Samurai Squad.
Yes. Dude, they did an anime.
Did they?
Yes. It like 2 years ago it started.
I had an action figure, and what the fuck did I just sent you what I googled. A fucking copy of the god. Oh my god, whatever. Google that.
Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, they went inside the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
One season.
So, 25 years ago, the Blair Witch Project changed the face of horror forever. Shot on a minuscule budget, it pioneered not only the found footage genre, but also the use of the internet as a marketing tool for the film. It captured the mainstream zeitgeist in a way few horror films outside The Exorcist or Silence of the Lambs had. And now, according to Variety, The Blair Witch is returning for a new reboot, courtesy of Blumhouse Productions and Lionsgate. They made the announcement at this year's Cinemacon. Jason Blum will team with producer Roy Lee, who previously produced the 2016 Blair Witch reboot. When I first saw the headline that they were reviving this, I was against it. But then when I saw it was Blumhouse attached to it, I was like, shit.
If anybody could...
That's what I'm saying.
But it's still Blair Witch, and I have no faith in this concept. So
I have faith in them that they're going to do something cool with it. They haven't failed at doing a thing a different way and making it entertaining yet.
Aren't they involved in See No Evil? Or Speak No Evil?
Maybe. Probably.
I know they're involved in something that's coming out soon. I just saw the name attached to something.
But, like, the fucking Invisible Man they did was fucking great. So, I got faith. Cat 4 was part of the Disney thing. They showed some footage. And in it, Thunderbolt Ross asks Anthony Mackie's Cap to rebuild the Avengers.
Think this has something to do with something else? Something another place?
I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah, you know. So that looks fun. And that's it for news. So it's time, kids. Strap in. It's food news. Let's talk McDonald's for a minute.
If we have to.
Part of food news. They're dropping a new spicy menu. McDonald's is on a roll lately. See what we did there? Get it? Roll. McDonald's. Burger.
Not them buns.
Whatever. They've been introducing a ton of new items and returning favorites to their spring and summer seasonal menus that have fans of the chain excited. For the next offering, McDonald's is introducing a new chicken sandwich that's sure to heat up the summer. The new Bacon Cajun Ranch Chicken McCrispy features a Southern-style fried chicken fillet, applewood smoked bacon, and optional pickles on a potato roll, the top and bottom of which are lathered in creamy Cajun ranch sauce.
It's a lot of name.
That is way too many words.
You can also get the deluxe version, which comes with lettuce and tomato.
Oh, sure. Throw another word on it.
What? New Cajun Ranch? Bacon Cajun Ranch Miss Crispy? That's too much for you?
No, the deluxe bacon Cajun Ranch McCrispy. I couldn't even get through it.
No.
The number 4. Just give me the number 4. I want you to supersize it, even if you don't do that anymore. Give me 2 things of fries.
I lied. I do have 2 other stories. Real quick, Warner Brothers has announced that there are new Lord of the Rings and Hobbit films coming. Because apparently everybody wants them. So bad.
Fucking real. Unreal.
I can't. Why? Like, I can get the... Honestly, I can get the Hobbit shit. Like, just redo it as one movie. Please.
Just edit down what you have and do a 2-hour film.
Just don't give me 3 Ambien-laced fucking movies that I can't till to this day. Even if I were to start it in the morning, I fall asleep. There's something about them that makes me fucking go to sleep.
I can make it. I can make the movies. I can make it in about 3 seconds.
Ask Mike.
It's over.
It's not localized to you. I can't get through them either.
Like, every time, bro.
I'm trying to remember if I saw any of them in the theater. Because, like, I didn't see Fellowship in the theater. Bought it when it came home, and I was like, oh shit, I really enjoy this. And then saw the other 2. And then when The Hobbit came around, I was like, wait a minute, 3 movies out of this, like, 300-page book? I don't know. So I can't remember if I actually watched it or waited till I was someplace really comfortable to fall asleep?
I
can't
remember
make it.
going to see Battle of Five Armies, but I fell asleep. Haven't watched it since.
Dude, every time. Like, it's just... It fucking knocks me out. Kellogg's is collabing with Crumble to make Crumble cookie cereal. Why? I don't know, because they fucking suck.
As previously mentioned.
I guess because they're popular, whatever. Milk Bones and Dunkin' Donuts is getting together for Dunkin' Vanilla Glaze flavored dog biscuits.
Okay. Minnie gonna taste test one of those?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'll have to get her review.
Look out, Hot Pockets, because Stouffer says, fuck you.
I'd like it if they actually said, fuck you. Take our pocket.
Stouffer's is dropping Meltfuls, new hot and crispy air fryer specific sandwich melts in double cheddar steak, cheddar bacon tomato, and grilled chicken parmesan.
And because they're Stouffer's, I feel like they should be tried.
Sure.
I don't know if that's by me.
They are high in protein. The double cheddar steak has 21 grams of protein. The cheddar bacon tomato has 28 grams of protein. And the grilled chicken parm has 22 grams of protein. However, don't look at the sodium content.
Oh, no. How's the carbs? Do they say anything about the carbs, or is that as expected since it's wrapped in a bunch of dough?
Glad you asked. They don't have the listing of carbohydrates on what I can see, but the cheddar bacon tomato has 1,090 milligrams of sodium, 11 grams of saturated fat.
I had to wipe my head. My lord.
510 milligrams of calcium, so there's that. 530 calories. The other ones aren't nearly... I mean, they're pretty bad. Sodium's 850 on the steak and 810 on the chicken parm. So, like, eat at your own risk, I guess. Cake Bites. The delightful little multicolored cake things that seem to collab with everybody. Has new Girl Scout flavors. Cake Bite Thin Mints. Which is a... Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to enlarge that. A rich dark chocolate coating, mint-flavored drizzle, mint chocolate cake, and mint chocolate cream. They also have a coconut caramel, or Samoas, as, you know, normal people call them.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
Rich milk chocolate coating, toasted coconut and caramel cakes, and caramel cream.
Man, that Girl Scouts is just to lease that fucking those names out to anybody.
Yeah. Sabra has new snack packs dropping in a convenience store near you. Sabra barbecue hummus and Fritos, and Sabra buffalo hummus and Tostitos tortilla chips. Klondike is getting in on the cone bits game, selling off their broken bits of cones that happen in the factory, where it's just the tips.
Even though they're really just producing just tips and selling them as if they were broken off.
So, originally, the first company who started doing it was just getting, like, the tips of broken ice cream cones. And then,
I bet they tasted great.
Yeah, they were incredible. And then, yes, it became we're just going to manufacture these things that are like them, but not.
Because the ones you got, I was like, all right, this is chocolate with cone on the outside. It's not bad. I'm not going to shit on it. But it's not the same.
Right.
Like, part of it is having a little bit of that ice cream in there.
Sure.
And it's its own special thing.
Dinosaur Nuggets, to you I say, fuck off. Because Purdue is putting out Space Nuggets.
Space is great and all, but I'm still a dinosaur fan.
Rocket ship, star, moon, and astronaut shapes. Coming to grocer's freezers near you.
Why live in the past with your nuggies? Go to the future, nuggie.
Cowtails has a honey bun flavor coming out. I enjoy cattails. It's an underrated candy.
Tried them. Wasn't wowed.
Love them. Love them. Remember last week I was like, hey, Bubble Jug is making its return?
I do remember that.
Well, strap in for this one. Joe, pay attention to me. Joe, do you remember Ouch bubblegum?
Of course I do.
Ouch is coming back this summer.
Tin O Band-Aid gum?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Tin O Band-Aid gum.
Oh my god.
Yep. It's strawberry, watermelon, and grape, baby.
All the classics.
Fucking
That's-
can't wait.
Dude, it's coming. We're going to get the carton of orange gum.
I fucking hope so.
Better. Gummy rocks. Get your gummy rocks off.
Kettle brand potato chips is dropping a sweet and spicy gochujang flavor.
Okay.
Doritos is like, hey, nerds in basements. Want a Baja Fiery Mango flavor Dorito? Sure.
How does that pair with Mountain Dew?
What's better than Doritos and Mountain Dew separately? Oh, Doritos and Mountain Dew together.
And they're soggy, too.
This one sounds interesting, guys. Cinnamon Toast Crunch waffle cereal.
Okay, so it's a different structure to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, bro.
Alright, I gotta try it.
Right?
Happen.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to say Cinnamon Toast Crunch waffles.
Do you remember Waffle Crisp cereal?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the shape.
Okay. Okay.
This is going to have to be tried. I don't eat much sugary cereal anymore, with the exception of CT Crunch. Because it's fucking delicious. And now you're bringing me a waffleized cereal? Yes. We've established Push Pops as the plastic cylindrical ice pops of our childhood that would cut the corner of our mouths.
I'll trust you on that because I can never differentiate between that and push-ups. I don't remember which one's which.
Either way.
Yes. The ice cream version.
Starburst is dropping. Their version. Orange, strawberry, cherry, and lemon flavor. I'm gonna need this.
Are
Yes,
there bits of
Joseph.
Starburst in there?
Yes, Joseph.
So Push Pop was the lollipop. Push Up Pops were
Push
the
up
ice cream.
pops were the okay. So these motherfuckers in Starburst flavor. I need them.
Oh yeah.
Blessings.
Bless you.
Thank you. I want little bits of Starburst in there. Then they made the sorbet or sherbet.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. This is all just like frozen liquid that becomes icy.
Frozen liquid.
Well, there's no solids.
Not for long.
New Lay's Cuban sandwich wavy potato chips coming this summer.
Cubano chips.
Yeah, fucking Cubano chips.
But do you
Joe.
think Cubano chips?
Joe,
I
you-
know. I
you're gonna
enjoy
wanna
a
try them.
Cubano sandwich.
Yeah, you're gonna want to try this. Sunny Delight dropping 2 new flavors this year. Sunny D Rainbow Sherbet and Sunny D Rocket Pop.
Isn't that's fairly similar? Wait, what's the rainbow sherbet flavor? Sherbet.
Rainbow Sherbet is
Sherbet.
the, it's lime, orange, strawberry, raspberry.
Okay.
Those are usually the flavors. And then Rocket Pop is blue raz, lemon, and cherry.
So I thought this was a bit of redundance here. The rainbow thing, isn't that the same thing as rock? No. I do love me some Rocket Pop, but I don't understand. It's all in one? It's all those flavors?
Yeah, it's all those flavors in one. So it's just the essence of a melted ice pop put in juice form, which is fine.
Not a bad thing, but I like to,
Yeah.
as I'm eating that, I like a little bit from one, maybe some cherry and lime together, maybe some blues, mix and match. I don't know if I want all of them congealed together into one. Hit O sugar.
I'm the same way with my rainbow
Understandable.
sherbet.
I kind of got to try it, though.
Yeah. I'll take a sip or two.
One of my favorite snacks on the planet is the Snyder's of Hanover's pretzel pieces in the various flavors they have. Cheddar's first favorite.
Okay.
Hot honey pretzel pieces are dropping
It's gotta be everywhere. It's gotta be there.
everywhere. We have 2 new flavors of Cheerios coming in the summer. Peach mango and fruity Cheerios.
Didn't they do that already?
They did do fruity Cheerios were a thing, and then they dropped off, and this is a return. Peach mango is the brand new skis, though.
So wait, is Fruity Cheerios essentially Fruit Loops except slightly healthier?
I mean, exponentially healthier. Because
how they sweeten them.
There's not much sugar in these.
Okay, I gotta try them. I'm a Cheerio nut.
Yeah. We got a bunch of new frozen pizzas. DiGiorno's launching a new thin and crispy stuffed crust.
Pull it down.
A croissant crust breakfast pizza from DiGiorno. Tombstone has new tavern style. And
Still exists.
yeah. And Newman's Own has stone-fired crust in roasted garlic and mushroom, 5 cheese, and Italian salami.
How do you synthesize stone fire crust and have it be fresh? Not doing it in a stone oven.
You par bake on the stone, and then freeze it, flash freeze it, and then this way you can heat it up in your house, and it'll have a similar bottom texture. Similar.
Giant air quotes is similar.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when they dropped chocolate Lucky Charms, and we were like, wow, that's just excessive?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they're dropping chocolate Lucky Charms, and yes, that is exactly what you fucking think it is. Not only are the cereal pieces chocolate, but now all the fucking marshmallows are chocolate.
So it's Count Chocula Lucky Charms.
Well, no, sir. No, sir. Because they were like, that's just not enough. Not only are we going to put chocolate marshmallows in there, but we're also going to leave the regular fucking marshmallows in there.
I have no comment. Nope.
Everything you want chocolate plus the original, except the original cereal.
I have to Google this.
I'll send you the fucking picture in a second. You don't even have to Google it. I'll send it to you.
It's a stinky cologne, man.
I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see if I can bring it up. Okay, yeah. Hang on.
That's just...
It's coming your way, boys.
I
somewhere.
have to see it. Oh...
Yeah, you look at that bowl. It's fucking chocolate marshmallows and regular marshmallows. They ain't fucking around.
Why?
Because diabetes, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Lay's is also dropping a salsa fresca chip this summer. That looks good. It do look good. I enjoy salsa.
Salsa? You heard some salsa?
And last but not least, the Marvel Coca-Cola crossover is happening.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're doing here.
I don't know, but the cans are in my local shop right now, and I kind of want to get them.
I mean, it's always obvious when a new movie's coming out and you slap the characters on there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool, but this is the comic versions randomly, and it's not like it's a different version of Coke, right? It's not like the Marvel specific Coke.
Well, kind of.
Okay.
Not in the cans, but only at AMC cinemas. You will be able to get from the Coke Freestyle machine Chimichanga Chaser Coca-Cola and Adamantium Orange Coca-Cola.
Oh, what does that have to do with?
That has to do with the Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Ooh.
Chimichanga Chaser.
Don't ask because there's no description. I mean, Adamantium Orange, it's in the name. It's Orange Coke.
Yeah.
No fucking clue what Chimichanga Chaser is, and I guarantee you it's weird.
Could you imagine like horchata or like
It's weird.
tamarind?
Whatever it is fucking weird.
While we're talking about Deadpool Wolverine movie theater drinks, did you see the Wolverine cup?
Yes.
It shows the costume, like it shows him in the mask.
Yeah.
the first time. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Like a damn good fucking version of that mask. They nailed it.
So back to the crossover cans. Here are all the characters that are available in this crossover. Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Groot, Doc Strange, She-Hulk, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, Rocket, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Hulk, Ms. Marvel, Ant-Man, Thanos, Deadpool, Daredevil, Wolverine, Juggernaut, Elektra, Nick Fury, Blade, Cable, Colossus, Super Skrull, Moon Knight, and Loki.
Weird. By Captain America, is that Falcon Captain America? Because I swear
It is Falcon Cap.
Huh. So they are leaning more toward movie designs or movie versions of the characters, but they're using comic designs.
Yes.
This is an odd promotion.
I like it, though. And there you have it, kids. There's your food news for the week.
And that's how we end the show, with the exception of our nerds and douches. Joe, you said you had a nerd early on.
I have 2.
Drew, you got 2. My nerds this week are the makers of Bluey for that last episode, and the fact that they're going to be taking some time off and let the kids be kids. I applaud that. Joe, what do you say?
My first one is the nostalgia, Coachella, for No Doubt, and the reunion of Sublime with Bradley Noel's son Jacob. Sounds just like him.
Did you hear how expensive the fucking food is there?
Yeah.
I
Do you hear how
did.
expensive it is, period, there?
But
$600 a ticket to get in.
Yeah, suck a dick.
$100 for like 2 burritos and a drink. You know what? Fuck, if you're dumb enough to go, pay.
But Sublime will be going on a limited tour with Jacob Noel, so that should be pretty cool.
What was the meme I saw today? No Doubt and Sublime are headlining shows. O.J. Simpson jokes are on Weekend Update, and Conan's making everyone laugh. Kids, this is what the 90s was like.
Which segues into my second nerd, Mr. Conan O'Brien.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
That
But the
interview was...
This is a real
Hot
fucking
Ones?
hilarious. Yes.
It's funny.
Yes.
He came correct. Did he get all the way through it? Because, like,
Yes, he
at
did.
first,
Right.
he did. He wrecked it.
Well,
He drank the bomb and he drank from the bottles.
Fucking crazy person. Because people that fair-skinned tend to not have good resistance to heat of any type.
yeah.
Like, he brought the fake doctor in, he made it a sketch, but his answers, when he had to get serious, in spite of all his craziness that he was doing.
Did you guys watch
amazing.
the Maya Rudolph one?
No.
No.
Fucking hysterical.
And you're not a huge Maya Rudolph fan.
I'm not. And it was fucking hysterical. At one
I take
point,
things as they come. If they pop up on my bow, I'll watch them.
Yeah.
at one point, she's like crying and sweating, and she's just cursing out Sean. She's
Those are
like,
my favorites.
"Fuck you, Sean."
Fucking bad person. What are you? Why would you do this to another human being?
I will just say one quote from Conan's interview. Pain is temporary, comedy is forever. Conan
You
O'Brien.
don't tell me what I can do. You don't tell me what I am. This is who I am. This is what I do. You can't stop me. Anybody else have any nerds or douches? Kyle would usually say, go to nerdies.com, nerdies Gmail, nerdies YouTube, nerdies.
And I say, "Fuck
Here.
you."
And you say, fuck you, and then you say something about...
Go to tpublic.com and search Nerdities so you can stare at stuff that you're not going to buy anyway. And then I say, do the same thing for Sinful Creations by Justin, because at least it can fill the very lonely void you have inside your soul because no one loves you. And then you're like, well, what about Crumble? And I say, okay, well, if you want to pay double the price of my cookies and have a less enjoyable time, suit yourself. And then you'll just come crawling back like everyone always does.
That's a sales pitch, kids. Joe?
Yep. Go to YouTube, youtube.com/nerdities. Bash that subscribe button and ring that bell to get
Pound it.
notified when new content is coming. Because a whole boatload of new content is coming, including Nerd ETs, our cooking show. We have the final installment of the Joe Trilogy.
Which I grew my fucking hair back for. I'm don't know if you've been paying attention over the weeks,
yeah,
but there's
not-
like full
you're not
fucking
buzzed.
hair now. There's not buzz. I grew it back so that I can get it all nice and styled
For which thing?
for the movie.
Okay.
I mean, for most videos, because it'll be the same fucking hairstyle. But
we have some shorts. We have a feature film.
Not yet. We have a concept for a feature.
We have a concept.
we have a few concepts. We have a Halloween special this year. We have some incredible fucking commercials coming. You're gonna jerk off? It's getting too late for you? Aw, sleepy boy.
I gotta go jerk off and go to sleep. Okay.
It's been too late for me for like 2 hours.
Aw.
If you want to give us a budget for any of this stuff, because we do need one, budgets will help. Vinny just left.
Yeah, you said he was too sleepy.
Do you want to say you're a producer? A lot of producers give money, so you should.
Yeah.
If you ever wanted to produce a film, we're easy.
We're here.
We might even take a few notes from. You could be the studio. You could be those annoying executives always sending down notes. Oh, no, executives are getting up our asses. Oh, no, they're going to shut us down.
Yeah, if you want to be that guy, write to us at nerdities@gmail.com, because we'll croon, we'll swoon, we'll talk about your business and our product.
Other than that, the opinions of the Nerdities crew are idiotic and poorly thought out, but don't worry, next week's will be far more insulting. Fuck to the bye.
Bye.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed